AI video generators have reached a level of creativity that was unimaginable just a few years ago. I mean, these AI tools can create full videos that include a script, voiceover, video footage, subtitles, whatever you want. One of the tools that I'm about to share with you cut production time by 90% for one of the channels that I own. So, if you want to get ahead of the game, right now is the best time to adopt these AI video generators. Alright, so I've done a bunch of research, and there's only 3 AI video generators that I think are even worth discussing in this video. The first one is Invideo AI. This one arguably has been on top of the game for a while, but let's see how it still compares to number 2, which is Pictory AI, and number 3, Flicky AI. All of these are AI video generators that can create full videos for you. Now, to truly figure out which is the best, I will compare all of them based on the following points. Now, to keep this fair, I'm going to be making the same video on each AI tool. That video will be how Paris became the most popular tourist destination in the world. Alright, let's see if we can get these AIs going. Starting off with Invideo AI. To start making a video on each tool, you need an account. I will leave a link to Invideo AI in the description down below so that you can sign up for free and then follow along this video. This right here is where you get going with your video. Instead of the traditional way, because this is an AI video generator, you can simply tell it which video you want to create, which is insanely easy and powerful. Here's how that works. I can now say, create an 8-minute YouTube video in English, and by the way, you can do this in any language you desire, explaining how Paris became the most popular tourist destination in the world. And that is literally all you need to do. Keep in mind, you are the creative brain behind this video, so you can tell it any direction and it will then follow that in the video. Now, to truly figure out how far these AI generators can go, I'm going to ask it to include a joke in the intro. I'm going to tell it to use a specific type of voiceover, use a young British accent male voiceover, and I want this video to start with a drone shot of the Eiffel Tower. Let's see if it can do that if I tell it to do so. Start the video with a drone shot of the Eiffel Tower. Alright, and just like that, that is how you start your video. Next up, click Generate a Video. It's now going to analyze what you told it. So the AI is going to interpret what do you want to create and how can I do that. Now, next up, as soon as that is done, it's going to ask you 3 different questions. And based on that, that's how your video will turn out. And here's what I mean. So you can choose the audience. So for who do you want to optimize the video? I'm going to go with a general audience so that we can reach a broad public. For the look and feel, I always go with clean, as that's a style that I just like, but you can go with bright or inspirational. The platform obviously is YouTube. I already told it that. So then we can click continue, and then right now the AI is going to create our complete video. So I'm just going to click notify when ready, and then we'll get back to that as soon as that is done. Next up, we've got Pictory AI. This is one of the most popular tools when it comes to creating videos with AI technology. But how does it work? So on here, which is the homepage, you can see that it's already much different than Invideo AI. Here, they've got a few different features available. However, to make a full video with AI technology, you have to click right here on script to video. It will analyze the script, and then based on that, it will add clips as well as a voiceover, subtitles, etc. into your video. Lazy as I am, I asked ChatGPT to write a script for me. So we're gonna paste that in Pictory AI, and then within a few seconds, I'll be able to click on proceed in the top right corner. There we go. And then from this moment on, the AI is going to do its work. So those are all the steps necessary to get the initial first result ready on Pictory AI. On Flicky AI, what we'll see is that it's kind of a mix between both. So to get started with your video, you want to click on new file in the top right corner. Then you want to give that file name. I'll just title it Paris for now. And then choose, first of all, the language, which you've got pretty much any language available. The dialect, so you can choose what kind of accent you would like the voiceover to have. Now, to compare this to the Invideo AI, I'm also going to go with a British accent here. Then we've got the aspect ratio, which is already set correctly. And here's where Flicky AI gets interesting, because you click on start with, and here you've got a couple of options. Just like on Invideo AI, you can make your video with a prompt, but also just like Pictory AI, you can have it done with a script, as well as a blog, a PowerPoint, tweet, product, and template. So on Flicky AI, they've got multiple options for you to turn whatever it is that you have into a video, which is cool to see. However, of course, we gotta go with the prompt to video because that's the cool stuff. So let's go to submit, and then we'll end up right here. This is where you tell it which kind of video you want to create. Now, I will just start off by sliding this bar, which is for the duration of the video, to 8 minutes, just so that we can make a fair comparison to Invideo AI. And then right now, we gotta enter the prompt, which I will just copy from what I told Invideo AI to do so that we can compare it the best way possible. All right, so that said, now you've got a couple of other filters that you can optimize for. So regarding the stock media that is gonna use in your video, you can choose if you would like to feature videos or if you would like it to auto pick images. Now, 100% always go with videos. That's just much better. Then you can also include AI media. Now this will be generative AI, which is fantastic. I will show you more about that later. You've got templates, so you can choose any preset. However, I don't recommend using that, so I'll just stick to stock media. You can choose AI avatars in case you would like to have that in your video, which are these stock avatars. Honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of that, so I'm not going to include that. What is interesting though is that you could potentially create the entire video with AI generated images and videos, which is different to what Invideo AI and Pictory AI do. If you're confused as to why that is, let me break it down for you. But first, let's click submit, and there we go. Flicky AI is now going to work on creating this entire video for us. So right now, all the AI generators are done. Let's preview the initial result of each tool and see what they made. First of all, starting off with Invideo AI. Let's see how it did.
Why did the croissant go to Paris? Because it wanted to be a pain au chocolat.
All right, so a joke, yes, they've got that in the intro. Let's see if the Eiffel Tower shows up. It's also a male voiceover, so that's good.
All right, enough with the dad jokes. Let's get serious about Paris. Paris, the city of lights, is not just about bread.
All right, so that's definitely not bad. The only thing that they're missing as of right now is the drone shot of the Eiffel Tower. Now, within just a minute, I will show you how you can customize anything in these AI tools to adjust the video to a point where you're fully happy with it and ready to upload. But first, let's preview Pictory AI. Now remember, because this is scripted video, I did not ask it to do a joke or a specific scene. So this will just be the initial first generated result. Alright, so that is quite horrible. There is no voiceover attached automatically, so we have to do that later on in the video. Apart from that, it is a clip, let's put it that way. And then we've got Flicky AI. Now remember, I asked it for a male voiceover, British accent, as well as a joke and the Eiffel Tower drone shot. Let's see how it did.
Eiffel's secret, how Paris became the tourist capital.
Right at the bat, you can tell me a lot, but you cannot tell me that that is a male voiceover.
A drone shot of the Eiffel Tower with uplifting background music sets the stage.
That is also not a drone shot itself, but for some weird reason, it seems to be putting my prompt in the actual video, in the actual text. It's actually reading what I directed it to do. So as you can see, right off the bat, not all AI tools can make a proper video. Out of these three, Invideo definitely turned out the best. The other two are almost unusable, if not unusable. So with that said, let me now show you how you can customize a video on any of the platforms, starting off with Invideo AI. Changing a clip, a voiceover, or anything in here is actually very similar as to how you started to produce your video. They've got this box right here, which is called the command box. Now in here, you can tell it what you would like to change. So for example, if you'd like to change the opening shot, you can say, change the opening shot to an Eiffel Tower drone shot. Then in order for the AI to actually apply that, click generate, and it will now automatically change it, which in my opinion is great because if you don't have much video experience yet and you're not so good with video editing, this makes it extremely accessible for anyone to do. And there we go, it just actually changed that. And that doesn't only go for video footage, you can also tell it to change the script. So I can say, rewrite the intro joke, then click generate, and it will then automatically change that. And that goes for any element of your video, including music and voiceovers. And as you can see, it did that perfectly. On top of that, you can also manually do this as well as upload your own footage. The way you would do that is by clicking on edit right here. Then if you manually want to change anything, for example, a clip, you can click right here on that clip. You can then head over to search, and then I can type in croissant, hit search, and then they're gonna find a matching clip based on what you search for from their stock library, which has over 1 million clips. So I can now scroll through, and then for example, this one looked quite good. Or actually, let's put these, like there's a lot of them. Click replace, and then click apply changes right here, and it's then gonna change the clips. So once again, you don't really need to do much or have any technical skills, but it will still change it pretty fast. To upload your own footage, you would click on Upload Media right here and then select a file from your local device. So customizing your video is easy to do, it's pretty fast, and it does not require much technical skills. Let's now compare that to Pictory AI. Now right at the bat, you'll notice that it works kind of differently, right? You've got a different layout. This is called the storyboard, which means that on the left-hand side, which is right here, you will have all of these scenes. Now a scene, so scene number 1, scene number 2, means one small part of your script with a video attached to it. The way you go about customizing your video on Pictory is that you select the clip that you would like to change. For example, scene number 4 right here, you click on it. It will then be previewed on the right-hand side, and that's where you can customize it. Now let's say that I want to change the background clip right here. I can go to visuals and then also search for a keyword within the stock library, just like on Invideo AI, to then change the scene. So for example, if I would go with Eiffel Tower and hit search, I will get to see all of these clips right here. I can then scroll through and then choose any clip I'd like. Let's say that I like this clip. In order for this now to show up in my actual video, all I need to do is just click it. Just like that, and it's now inserted. So that right there is extremely easy to do, so it's pretty beginner friendly. The only difference is that you still have to work your way around yourself and learn how it works, rather than with Invideo AI, you can just tell it what to do and it will automatically do that. And the same goes for anything else. Let's say that you want to change the subtitles, you simply click on them right here. This menu bar will then appear, and that's where you can change the font, for example to mustard, or the sizing, for example, to 22 instead of 24. You can make it bold, you can do whatever it is. So once you've done that, I recommend you click on apply to all so that the same style appears throughout the video. That once again is something that you have to do manually. You cannot tell an AI to do it, so make sure that you pay attention when editing. And that's how you would go about making your video on Pictory AI. You would go scene by scene, so you would continue to click through, change the background clip in case you want to, as well as customize the text in case you want to. And that way, once you've gone through all the scenes, you've got your full video. Now you can imagine that's going to take you way more time than with Invideo AI, for example, which you will see back in my final verdict later in this video. But first, let's see how Flicky compares. So customizing our video on Flicky AI, as we've seen, is highly necessary. So what I'm going to do to save this video is I'm going to delete scene number 1. There we go. Scene number 2 and scene number 3, so that our video now starts off right here. Now you can see that Flicky is kind of a mix between both Invideo and Pictory, because this right here kind of looks more like the storyboard that we've seen on Pictory. But you have to keep in mind that the video was made in a similar way as Invideo AI, because this script right here is fully done by AI, and it also automatically selected the clips with AI. So up until this point, I have not done anything. Now the way you would go about customizing is very similar to Pictory. We cannot tell it what to do, but we have to manually do this ourselves. So you would go to a scene, you would then click and then go to media, and then you can once again search for a different clip. Let's say I would like to go with this one. I can click on this and then I can click select, and that will then show up in our actual video. On the right hand side, you can do even more editing. They've got everything such as animations, as well as effects. Whatever it is, they've got it available. That is definitely not the problem on any of these tools. Now, what I want to specifically mention on Flicky is something really cool. So if you go to media and then go to generate, they've actually got generative AI integrated into the platform, which means that you can give it instructions and then it will actually create that with AI. So if I say create a drone shot of the Eiffel Tower, it will actually make that. So it's not going to pull a video from a stock library, but it's going to generate it itself. You can choose to go with an image or a video clip. I'm definitely going to go with video clip right here. And you can also choose the style. You can choose 3D model, anime, whatever. They've got a lot available. For now, I would just stick to cinematic and then click generate. Then initially, it's going to give you a quick preview, a quick sketch, which as you can see is right here, which already looks very cool. Then I'm going to click generate video using this image, and there we go. That might take up to a few seconds, depending on what it is that it's going to create. As soon as that is done, you can then insert it into your actual video. While it's doing that, I just want to tell you that that is something that's really cool, because on the other tools, as of right now, that is not possible. And here we go. The clip is now here. If I preview that, guys, look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to click use this video clip, and there we go. That is now inserted. Similar to Pictory, from here on, you'll simply go scene by scene and then adjust it based on how you want it to be. The same goes for the subtitles. You simply click, the menu to edit it will show up on the right hand side, where you can change colors, sizing, etc. Let's say I would like it to be red, just like that, it now becomes red. Very simple stuff, easy to use, it's kind of drag and drop editing. However, we're not done yet, because our videos would not be finished without a voiceover. Now what's cool is that with 2 of these AI tools, you can actually clone your own voice so that you never have to record it yourself like I'm doing right now. Let me show you how that works, starting off with Invideo AI. Now on here, voiceovers are already automatically attached on the first result that you get. However, if you want to change the voiceover, there's only one way you can do it, which is by telling it what kind of voiceover you'd like. Now in one way, I really like that because that saves you a bunch of time scrolling through lists with hundreds of voiceovers to actually find one that you need. But then on the other hand, I also like a bit of control where you can just click on one of the names, which you'll see later as well, and then you can continue to use that over and over again. So if I like to change it, I would then simply type again, use a young female voice from the USA. Then I click generate, and then it's gonna find one and automatically apply it to the video. So that is pretty simple and the same process as I've showed you before. Now, that's all cool and all, but I would like to see my clone voice attached to this video to see if you guys think that it actually sounds like me. So for that, you click on the 3 lines in the top left corner and you go to voices. From here, click add voice and then follow the instructions. It takes a couple minutes, and then Invideo AI will clone your voice. Now don't worry, this will only be usable to you and your account. So it's not like you clone your voice and then I can use it. It will just be you yourself. So you can see I've got my voice right here, which is called Youri. So if I go back to the video, and then I'm gonna type use Youri voiceover. Click generate, and there we go. So I'm now gonna play that clip for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it sounds like me.
Paris, the city of lights, is not just about bread, though the French certainly know their way around a bakery.
On Pictory AI, to apply a voiceover, which is not done automatically, you want to go to audio on the left hand side, click voiceover, and then you can choose between a list of different voices, like I previously referred to. Depending on the plan you've got on Pictory, for example the professional plan, like I have myself, you will get access to premium voices which are integrated from 11 Labs, which in my opinion is the best voiceover platform in the game as of right now. So that is good to see. You can then preview that by clicking right here. For example, Abby.
The only thing to do with good advice is to pass it on.
And that's what you can do with all the voiceovers in the list. Then as soon as you found one that you like to use, all you need to do is click generate and apply. And that voiceover will then be applied to your video. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to sync it yourself or whatever, which can take a lot of time. It's all done automatically. So that's good to see. On top of that, you can filter for any of these languages right here, as well as accents, ages, the purpose of your video, and gender. On Flicky AI, once again, it's a mix of both. In order to apply a voiceover, which is automatically done as well, but in order to change it then, click on the voiceover right here. It has a name. And then once again, a whole menu will appear for you. Now, because in the prompt, I told it to use a British voiceover, you can see that the dialect is set on the UK. If you change this to the US, you'll see that there's a whole list that appears as well. Now, these voiceovers, I don't believe, but don't quote me on this, are integrated by 11 Labs. However, some of them are still quite nice. One that I like is Carlton.
Flicky helps you create audio and video content using lifelike AI voices in less than a minute.
And what you might have noticed right at the bat is that one of the voices has my name. Now this in fact is also a clone voiceover, which I've already done, but if you've not done yet, the option will appear in the top right corner. So I'm gonna of course attach my own voice, just like that, click apply to all scenes, and then click select right here. And then I'm gonna play the clip for you. And now I want you to comment whether this voiceover sounds better or the Invideo AI voiceover. I definitely have my opinion and one that I like more, but I'll put that in the final verdict, which is coming up very soon.
Paris, the journey to world's favorite tourist destination. Ever wondered why Paris is the world's most beloved tourist destination?
Alright, so by following all these steps that I just did, you'll be able to create full videos without showing your face with these AI tools. However, which AI video generator is the best. Let's take a look at the points across the table. Starting with the ease of use. Invideo AI is extremely simple to use even if you don't have any video experience. Once you open the tool, you can simply tell it what to create and it will do so. Once that's done, you can also edit the video by simply telling it what you would like to change. That is perfect for people that are just getting started, but also for advanced people because it will just save you time. So that leaves me no other choice than to give Invideo AI a 5 out of 5 for ease of use. When it comes to Pictory AI, it's easy to use, but it doesn't have any prompt features, which means you need to manually navigate the platform. Now that can take a little bit more time to learn than in video. Apart from that, it definitely has everything you need. You can change and customize everything rather quickly for the drag and drop editing system. It's just that you need to do most of the work yourself. So when it comes to an AI video generator, I would give this a 3.5 out of 5. There's definitely room for improvement here. Flicky AI also has a prompt to video feature, which is great. They also allow you to get started making a video with other things such as a script, a PowerPoint, or even a tweet. So from there on, it's pretty much the same system as Pictory. Now, given the fact that they've got an initial prompt feature allowing you to get the base of your video ready pretty much right away, I have to give this a higher score than Pictory AI, ending up with a 4 out of 5 for ease of use. Moving on to the quality of the voiceovers. And I'm very curious what you think here. So the quality of voiceovers on Invideo AI is definitely good. I do wish, however, that they've got the option for us to see which voiceovers you're using and potentially choose from a menu of voiceovers rather than only being able to tell it what kind of voice you'd like. Their voice cloning feature is pretty cool. You upload the file and it's done pretty quickly. In my opinion, it sounds pretty accurate. All of that in mind, I gotta give this a 4 out of 5. Then Pictory AI. Now their voiceovers might have the highest quality as they've partnered with 11 labs. I also like that there's a ton to choose from and that they've got the menu from which you can just select it yourself. So the quality itself, 5 out of 5. However, they do not have a voice cloning feature. So the overall score on voiceovers, I gotta cut back to 4 out of 5 as well. I'd love to see the voice cloning feature added as soon as possible. On Flicky, the voiceovers are alright. There's a lot of them on the platform, but there's only a handful of good ones. I personally like the Carlton voice a lot, so choose that one in case you want to use it. And they do have voice cloning. However, in my opinion, and let me know if you guys agree, the voiceover, my clone voice, on Invideo was a lot better than Flicky. What I like to see is that they take more time to clone your voice because they do it instantly, which yes, instantly is good, but I'd rather wait a couple hours, days, whatever, and then the voiceover be better. Right now they did it instantly, but it sounds meh, ending up with a 3.5 out of 5 for their voiceovers. Then we've got editing. Now when it comes to editing, I don't want to cover the exact way as to how you put together a video, as that was already discussed in the ease of use. Instead, I want to take a look at the type of video that you can put together with these tools, as in, how does the video come out? Does it feel cheaply produced or does it feel smooth and elegant? With Invideo, you'll notice that the AI automatically adds film burn effects as well as animations and transitions into your video. Now that is great and I like that because it makes the videos feel less static. Overall, given the fact that you change some clips yourself, you can make a video that looks pretty well produced, making it score a 4.5 out of 5. For Pictory, it's about the same, however, I feel like it's slightly cheaper produced. The effects and transitions on Pictory are very old school. When using Pictory, I personally like to stick with a clean look and not add any of these effects, but rather just choose clean B-roll footage with the subtitles at the bottom of the screen, so that way you can still put together a good video. 3.5 out of 5. With Flicky, just like usual, I believe it's in the middle. The style that you can create is quite nice, especially because you're able to add AI-generated images and videos. So if you do it right, you'll definitely be able to make a clean style video, making it rank between Invideo and Pictory with a 4 out of 5. Then the time it takes to create a video. On Invideo, it's about 20 minutes, as everything can be done very quick with the AI prompts. On Pictory, it's definitely going to take much longer, between 1 and 2 hours depending on the video length. It's quite slow as it's all manual work. On Flicky AI, it takes about an hour. It's a mix of Invideo and Pictory. And then a very important part for a lot of you, the pricing per video. Now for pricing, in order to calculate this, I have based this on the price per video minute. Now what's important to know is that I've calculated these based on the plan that I think you should get per year. Starting off with Invideo AI. Now do note there is indeed a free plan. However, if you're serious about content creation with Invideo, I do recommend a paid plan, and I personally would go with the max plan because of the minutes of content that you can generate. So if you were to get this plan right here, it would cost you 24 cents per video minute. On Pictory AI, I would say at least you would need the professional plan, as that comes with the better voiceovers, which would cost $39 a month with 600 video minutes, which comes down to about 7 cents per video minute. Now that is a lot cheaper than Invideo. However, keep in mind on this tool, you need to do all the work yourself. On Flicky, if you would like voice cloning and all of the other features that I did describe, you would need the premium plan, which is a massive $66 per month, which gives you over 7,000 minutes per year, which comes down to 11 cents per video minute. So definitely a lot of different pricing going on here. All right, so with all of that said, which tool is the best? In my opinion, Invideo AI is for anyone that wants to create full faceless videos entirely with AI quickly. So if you do not want to spend time writing a script and then manually editing everything, and you just want videos done properly, the good way, the quick way, Invideo AI is definitely for you. Pictory AI is more for anyone that wants to manually create a video and adjust stuff yourself, and you just need a simple tool that allows you to do that. They're not even really an AI generator, they're more like a scripted video tool. And then Flicky AI is for anyone that would like a mix of both worlds. They are an AI video generator, but then in order to edit, you actually need to do the work yourself. Now the best overall choice, in my opinion, based on AI video generators, if we keep that in mind, has got to be Invideo AI, because they're actually the only ones that allow you to fully create videos with AI. So if you want to try that out, I'll leave a link for you in the description down below, which allows you to sign up for free. But keep in mind, if you're serious about the content that you like to produce, you can consider taking a paid plan, just like I've got myself. In fact, I'm using Invideo AI to grow this channel up on the screen. And I actually talk about that on this video up on the channel right here. So go watch that in case you're curious, and then I will see you in the next video.